negotiating deals.
Buying me some shit, I'm stunting in this bitch, everything legit.
I want me a meal to see just how
Rebels, ha ha, everything legit with Wise and Pitt. You know it's real if they said it.
You are now listening to Rebels Radio with Wise and Pitt.
Yes, sir, my boy. Welcome back, man. Another episode, Everything's Legit podcast, man. Coming to you live from Rebels Radio. It's your boy Wise checking in.
With your boy Pitt. You already know what it is. Everything legit. Let's get into it.
Come on, man. You already know how he gets down, my boy.
Yeah.
Another day, another week, my boy. Man,
Yep.
how you feeling,
Happy to
sir?
be back.
How's everything with you, bro?
Feeling good, dog. I mean, despite all the emotional roller coaster that this week has been, I'm feeling all right. You know, I'm ready to work. You already know how it go.
Yeah, man. Didn't hear of anybody getting murdered on the way in, so I guess we all right
For the day.
for the moment. The day's still young. You know what I'm saying? As the OGs used to say, the day's still young. You don't know what could happen, man. But man, before we even get started, man, still. Shout out to DMX, the legend. Still can't believe we living in the world without DMX. Shout out to Black Rob, who also passed away this week.
Yeah.
Another huge hip hop artist that held us down for many summers growing up. And also too, just recently we found out that the one that put the satin on your panties, Shock G, just passed.
Yeah.
And so it's been a heavy month for hip hop, man. It's been a real heavy month. And so it make you reflect on just the ones that you hold up to that level, to that DMX, that Shock G level, because man, they dying young and they dying older. You know what I'm saying? No telling, man.
Yeah.
So
It's crazy, bro.
crazy, man.
I remember, you know, my brother, you know, my brother's a huge Pac fan, so, you know, he had all those Pac documentaries, and, you know, they always bring up, you know, when Pac was with Digital Underground, and all you really remember from that is Shock G, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The Humpty Dance, all that. So, you know, kind of like a pioneer in the game. So that's another big loss. Like I'm saying, we've been taking losses. I don't know why all day I've been thinking it just feels like a seasonal thing. Like feels like we in that season where we, you know what I'm saying, one way or another we losing bodies, we losing personalities. So, you know, it's difficult, but you know, we got to keep it moving, we got to keep it rolling, you know, and that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah, man. We like we always say every week, this the platform to provide entertainment before we even I mean, we try to start off with the entertainment, but it's so much heavy stuff going on. Just before we even get into the entertainment, man, one thing that just happened this past week is the Derek Chauvin verdict, the murderer of George Floyd. To my surprise, found guilty on all 3 accounts. I really wasn't expecting that. I was surprised. I don't know how you felt about that.
No, I expected it. I expected it mostly because they had to. They didn't want to see this country burst into flames. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what had happened from the moment they said not guilty one time.
Bro, I don't remember a time where I felt the way I felt when that was about to go down. Like, I don't think I remember a time. I was too young for OJ, and I don't know the impact that it had then, but I'm sitting there and I'm just like, man, like saying that I'm surprised that he was found guilty on all 3 counts. I'm sitting there watching it, and I don't know what's about to happen once they say not guilty, not guilty, not guilty. Like, I don't know if it's gonna be instant pandemonium. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's gonna be instant right. Like, I don't, because at that moment it just felt like everything was on edge, and it just felt like the wrong thing would have just set everybody off. That's what it felt like.
Yeah, and that's and you know what I'm saying, they knew that. They already knew what time it was. You know what I'm saying? As soon as they would have said not guilty one time, like we wasn't accepting not guilty, bro. And just like everybody's been saying, I've been seeing a lot of media personalities saying this. This ain't justice. This is just accountability. We saw it. We saw what happened. We knew it was murder. There was no question about it.
No question. My biggest thing is it felt like we used up all this energy, all these emotions to get a decision that was black and white. Like, it was clear as day. Like it was a 9-year-old girl on the scene, and she knew what was going on, right? No lawyer training, no formal training, no education. A 9-year-old girl on scene and knew real time what was going on. But this system, this government, took them 2 weeks to come up with enough evidence to convince 12 people that, yo, what he did was murder. And for us to get that one decision, and it's like, you see, like I said, at that moment, it was this tense moment, and then they say guilty, they say guilty, 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 and it's like this sigh of relief, and it was like, it ain't just because, it ain't a relief because he's, guilty. It's a relief because we spent all this energy on this, and it's like, yo, it's just think about how we had to spend all this energy on just to get a decision that should be just open and shut. So justice, I mean, nah, you know what I'm saying?
And a part of that feeling that everybody had, a part of that was us just being kind of traumatized, almost expecting things to not go the right way because of the color of a person's skin, one way or another. You know what I'm saying? So those expectations, it's like, you know what I'm saying? If you're a kid and your parents always tell you they're gonna take you to the theme park this weekend, and you never go to the theme park, after a while you're not even gonna expect to go no more. You might still ask just to keep the hope out there, but you're not expecting to actually get there. You're like, whatever, I might as well just go outside and play.
Yeah, right.
So it's just us, being let down so many times and seeing it, like, like you said, it's clear as day. We saw it. We know what happened. And, we just used to that now. So that's what everybody expected. Everybody was ready to tear this thing down. Yeah. And like I said, one not guilty. It don't matter about it don't matter how it went. One not guilty. First of all, one of those was like second-degree murder, unintentional. I don't know about anybody else, but that looked intentional to me.
Even through the charges, they was still giving him some leeway, bro.
And then and it's still not over. You know what I'm saying? We gotta. He need the max. He need to get the max sentence. If he don't get the max sentence, we're gonna have another problem.
Listen, man. Like I said, I'm shocked, surprised that he was found guilty on all 3 charges. Now, they already put out there that because all 3 charges are for one incident, that the time of all 3 charges will run congruent. So they're going to run together. So they already put that out there. And the maximum for that second degree manslaughter is like 40 or 50 years, something like that. So that's the max he can get. Hey, man, if he get 10, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, bro. Like I'm not expecting. I'm like, man, look, I ain't expect. I'm expecting. He's at the end of it, man. All of this, he's still a cop. Man, look, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Yeah. So we had that. And then almost simultaneously with the
30 minutes before, we just didn't hear about it. It was going on as this was happening. It was going on. We just didn't hear it.
With the verdict, we had the death of a young 15. Was she 15 or 16? I've been hearing 16. It go back and forth. 16-year-old girl shot by a police officer. That's another one of those things I haven't really even given much my energy to. I've seen a lot of the debates. I've seen a lot of people come to social media and, you know, basically kind of vent. I haven't delved into it. I didn't watch the video. I don't plan on watching the video. It's
every
one of those things.
Every time we watch it, we're training our brains to think that that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just what's happening. It's like it's becoming normal.
Exactly.
And with that becoming normal, we start to formulate and rationalize things in our mind that we shouldn't rationalize. End of the day, a grown, trained, professional officer of the law came up to a scene, shot and killed a 16-year-old girl.
Yeah, well, you know, best I can do right now and where I am is just, you know, keep that family in my thoughts, you know, send condolences. Like I said, I haven't given it much of my time or my energy, and I don't plan on viewing the body cam footage or any of that. Yeah. We just gotta get better.
Yeah. Ain't no reason to view none of that stuff, man. Like we know what it is. Let's try to get to that entertainment side of the Everything's Legit podcast, man.
Yeah.
Another great episode on tap, man. So where you want to take it, man? How you want to kick off this week's entertainment?
We got a lot. We got a lot of stuff all over the place, kind of. One thing that I've been seeing a lot of last couple of weeks is this. I don't know. I even know how to pronounce the young dude name, Youngin Ace or something like that.
Yeah.
Whatever. But artists out of Jacksonville. You know, they're doing their thing or whatever. And there was the track that came out a couple of weeks ago, maybe about a month ago, Who I Smoke. And basically, you know, they're just talking about how they get down to Jacksonville. You know what I'm saying? The rappers are gangsters and the gangsters are rappers. And there's no divide there. You know, they do what they do. And they're, you know, freely talking about murdering their ops. Then this week, another young dude who I used to follow him, but I don't remember what happened, why I stopped following. But Julio Fulio, he drops his response to this track. He's basically, you know, trolling, talking about, you know, I guess some of their guys that were apparently killed. So this Jacksonville hip hop / gang culture is pretty serious. I mean, it's not just like that in Jacksonville, because we know it's like that in, you know, Chicago and Memphis, and it's like that all over the place. But I just want to know how you feel about the way those things are kind of bubbling up, like it's becoming more prevalent in all of hip hop culture. It's almost to the point where, you know what I'm saying, like these dudes are actually freely talking about, oh, this dude got popped, I popped this dude. You know what I'm saying? It's just I just want to know how you feel about that.
It's a part of hip hop. I don't think it's any different than when 50 Cent was telling us how he robbed people. When you listen to 50 Cent Many Men, he's talking about robbing and killing. Gangster hip hop, that's what that was. That's what that is. Hip hop is a form of expression. It's a way to express yourself. Hip hop is a culture. You can't tell a culture who can come in and come out. If you adapt to the culture, if you become part of it, then that's what it is. Like you said, the gangsters are becoming rappers, and that's exactly what's happening. Because expressing yourself through hip hop, as I always say, hip hop is the most influential thing in the world. And this is just another component of that. If you want to be heard, if you want your words to be felt, if you want your threats to ring out to whoever, and you want to make sure that everybody who is intended to hear what you want to say hears what you want to say, the best way to get the message out there is on a beat, because hip hop is going to carry it. The way that this era of hip hop has found its way to get on, right? Because remember, we're living in the era of showing your guns on camera, right? That's how these kids are getting on. That's how these kids are getting on. They're getting on by whoever got the most guns on camera, whoever could be the most believable with these guns on camera. That's who's getting on, right? And so, in order to separate yourself from the pack, right, you gotta keep doing more. You gotta. Okay, now that everybody's doing this whole gun thing, you gotta do something more than just show your guns, right? So the next level from just showing your guns is, okay, I gotta tell you why I'm showing you my guns. I'm showing you my guns because that dude over there who I don't like, that's who I'm talking about. And so now that y'all know who I'm talking about, I'm putting this on beat. Hip hop is carrying it. Now it's giving me all these streams. Now it's giving me all this money. Now all this other stuff is coming around. So it's opening up a whole nother lane because it's doing multiple things. It's working multiple ways in this climate. And so, bro, it's a money grab.
It's wild, bro. It is wild. Like, I honestly wouldn't show up to some of these artists' video shoot because the amount of guns that be just being swung around recklessly.
Come on, man.
Like,
Come on.
I'm seeing kids jumping around with big
guns bigger than them, taller than them. They big. Bro. They can barely hold their pants up.
These dudes is jumping around with military weapons, bro. Like,
come on.
Like, how are you even accessing these things? Like,
I'm nervous watching y'all through the video. I'm like, oh, okay.
Bro, I'm like, man, how does this cameraman? This cameraman must got anxiety.
Shit,
like,
man, the whole
like,
time.
He probably sweating. Like,
all
you point this gun at this man constantly. Like, bro, man. If I go to a certain, if I'm like a cameraman, I go to a certain artist video shoot. Now you gotta pay me extra because I don't know what might happen. I have no idea what could possibly happen with me being around y'all because y'all are reckless.
That's what it is, man. But
it's sad, dog.
It's
sad, but you're right. It's sad, but you're right. And you're right. It has always been that way. Gangster hip hop has always been that way. You know, so it is what it is. It's something we gotta live with. But don't they? Whatever. Obviously, they don't get tired of getting hurt in the streets, getting killed in the streets.
Why?
So.
We talking about it. It doesn't matter. It's
right.
working.
You're right.
Like it's. Look how far 6ix9ine took it. He took it to the point of actually going to prison and got out. I saw a video the other day with him running around outside talking about him outside with no security. Like that man don't care. Like the bottom line is he wants the attention. Whatever's gonna bring the views and the clicks, that's what's important. Don't care. Safety, I don't care. I done sold myself already. It doesn't matter. Just give me more money. It don't matter.
Oh my God, it's stupid. It's stupid. And I saw artist, a local artist. He posted like a clip for his video, and at the beginning it said the guns used in this video are props, and blah 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 blah. And I was like, it's too late for the disclaimer. All your other videos, you got guns, and you ain't put the disclaimer in there, like, hey, this is just a prop gun. Like, whatever, man. I guess it's a lane for everybody. You're right. It's people got to make money. So if you get killed making money, then maybe you'll just make more money. I don't know. Like I say every week, who am I?
It is what it is, man. Did you see that? Speaking of guns, your boy, for Pretty Ricky, Baby Blue,
Whoa!
got tapped up this weekend. He did.
What?
They touched that boy.
Stop, bro. Why you said it like that?
Come
Yeah,
on,
man. I mean, it's sad, but it comes
First
with the
of all,
territory.
why do they
All
shoot
the
him?
stunting, all the shining. Somebody gonna test you. Somebody gonna try to rob you.
Why they shoot him?
I heard it was supposed to be a robbery.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Because first of all, I saw the video and I was thoroughly confused. So I watched it twice. The first time I watched it, I was confused. I watched it the second time and tried to figure out what was going on. I was more confused. So then I was like, whatever. And of course, I hope he's all right. I hope he, I don't want nothing to happen.
Yeah,
to
he
him.
said he all right. He released a statement,
But at the very beginning of that video, did you hear that wail? That sound?
The like scream or something.
Was that a man?
I think it was.
That was a man. Okay. That's what initially threw me off. Was I heard this scream and I was like, wait, that's not a chick screaming like that. That's a dude. That's a grown man screaming like that. So that's what threw me off because I was like, wait a minute, something. All right, wait, ain't my business. You know what I'm saying? But that's what threw me off. So now that I know, okay, cool.
Yeah. So they had him stretched out.
Like he got shot in his arm, but she was screaming like, or he was screaming like he got shot in the head or something.
Hey, apparently, from his statement, he got shot. The bullet went through his lungs, and it's next to his spine or something like that. So
Really?
he got to learn how to walk and something again. But he said he good. He gonna recover, and he got a good
team,
good medical staff around him. So he gonna be all right. Shout out to Baby Blue.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Baby Blue.
Wish him a speedy recovery.
Wishing that boy. That's home team too, bro. So wishing him a speedy recovery.
Oh yeah. Other than that, I mean, I guess we passed all the people getting shot and stuff for the day. We can move on to something better. The verzuz that's coming up in a couple weeks, right? 2 weeks. It's gonna be that's supposed to be the Mother's Day edition. SWV versus Escape. I believe SWV versus Escape. And did they announce a venue for that?
I haven't heard much about it, to be honest with you.
How you feel about it? Are you interested?
Of course, it's 90s R&B.
Yeah, I figured you would be.
Yeah,
because that's your thing. That's definitely for sure. If anybody knows Wise, y'all know that y'all could probably Catch him on a Saturday morning with the windows open, house smelling like bleach and pine
Pine
sol,
Sol.
listening to some Tevin Campbell or something.
Yes, sir. That's exactly what's going down.
Listening to some Tevin Campbell or something, you know. Probably got a nice little R&B, 90s R&B mix
Yep.
from some of your favorites.
Whole neighborhood waking up. Let's go. Sun shining. That's what we doing this week. Nah, it's gonna be dope though. I mean, it's another. I'm just interested. Let me ask you. Well, speaking since we on verses, I saw the other day somebody mentioned how that they wished verses was back on Apple because they feel like the quality of the video, I guess, is not as good as it used to be when it was on Apple. Have you noticed that?
I've never watched it on Apple, so no.
Yeah. Well, that's what.
Have you noticed that? Because I know you watched it on Apple before.
I think it's. I don't know what's the difference. I think it's gotten better. I think the production has gotten better. I think the quality of the verses has gotten better. I think the audio has gotten better. That's why I feel like that rematch that's coming is going to be Teddy Riley versus Babyface Part 3. I think we're going to get that again.
That's what you think it's going to be?
Yeah. I think we're going to get that again. I think they deserve it. Them boys, Babyface and Teddy Riley deserve a live thing. Like, I want to hear Babyface live. I want to see that live. I want to see Teddy Riley live. I want to see Teddy Riley do something and then Blackstreet come out live. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see that. Now that we are here and we see where verses was going, some of them past verses, like, hey, we need that. You know what I'm saying? I want Erica and Badu and Jill Scott live. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see.
Yeah.
I want that. I want them ladies in one room with the weed and the sage in the air. Like, I want that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so much you could do with it. You know what I'm saying? And then it's just you know, we know where verses can go now. So now that we can kind of take it there. Some of them people deserve. Rick Ross deserves another show. You know what I'm saying? I think some of that is gonna come back around.
I agree with you on the Teddy Riley and Babyface.
Mm-hmm.
That every time I talk about verses and I talk about all the past verses, I always end up saying this was probably my favorite one. So obviously, I must be lying somewhere along these lines. I must be lying because now I'm thinking about that. I'm feeling like that was probably one of my favorites. I think that's the way I'm gonna word it from now. One of my favorites. Because
stop boxing yourself in the corner.
Yeah, stop doing that to myself. But I would love to see that rematch. That would be a rematch that I would like to see. I did not watch any of the Redman Method Man. I didn't even watch after when they posted afterwards. I didn't even watch that.
I watched a little bit of it. I'm gonna be honest, that's just not my flavor of hip hop. Like, I've never been a Wu-Tang fan. I respect the path that they've trailblazed. I appreciate the fact that they are pioneers and legends of hip hop culture, right? But I don't listen to Wu-Tang. I don't go around listening to it. I don't. Redman and Method Man are both very lyrical. They're both very dope artists. But I don't listen to them. It's not my flavor of music. I know people who go crazy over both of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I appreciate the fact that Method Man and Redman are one of the first rappers turned actors and been successful at it.
Yeah.
Just the Wu-Tang, the Wu-Tang saga on Hulu is one of my favorite things. You know, just to see the history of where they came from, their story is amazing. You know what I'm saying? Everything about them. I love some of their songs. Of course, I love Cream. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm there. But as far as being like this dive into it fan where I gotta see them all the time, where they're underrated, I gotta talk about them. This I know I'm not there with Wu-Tang, Method Man, and Redman. I'm not there.
I'm pretty. I'm kind of the same. Like, I like their music. I appreciate them. I've listened to more of them as Redman and Method Man than I have of Wu-Tang. Um, like you said, they're dope lyricists. They know how to make, in that era, early late 90s, early 2000s. Their videos are very entertaining. You know what I'm saying? The movies are entertaining. They know they're good actors. You know what I'm saying? They're just dope all around. But it wasn't one of those things where I was like, yo, I gotta make time to see this versus battle. It wasn't that for me. I know there were probably a lot of people, especially like, the New York guys, who probably just was like on some, I got to drop everything. I got to make sure I'm there for the whole battle. But it wasn't that for me.
Even some OGs, even like some old Southern dudes that I know, are hip hop or Wu-Tang fans. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, I mean, and I can understand why. Because especially around that time when Wu-Tang was really popular, that was the mainstream hip hop. Like that's what South hip hop wasn't. You had to be tapped in to know a lot of Southern music. And Wu-Tang is just like the Dallas Cowboys in the 90s, right? Everybody's grandfather and uncle is a Dallas Cowboys fan, right? Because they were the most popular team. They was everywhere. They helped popularize the NFL. Everything about them helped bring the NFL a lot of notoriety. And so they benefited from it because a lot of people recognize the star in the helmet and they won a lot of games. And the Dallas Cowboys. Wu-Tang is the same way. When hip-hop was becoming this popular global thing, Wu-Tang was in front of it. Wu-Tang was the group. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else was a solo act. Wu-Tang was this group of 7 or 8 dudes running around. 9 dudes running around taking over hip-hop. You know what I'm saying? And it just got to a point where you knew them. So everybody that came up in that era, you appreciate them. You were a fan of them. And that's what it is. But I just, that ain't me.
Yeah, I feel you, bro. Hey, but let's get back to this SWV versus Skate.
I don't even know how we got to Wu-Tang.
We was just talking about past verses when we talked about not watching Redman and Method Man, but whatever. SWV versus Skate. This is gonna bring me back to like elementary school vibes. Like I remember for some reason, well, me, my brother and sister, we all rode the same bus in the morning, so we would like get up in the morning and just play music while we getting dressed and everything for school. And I know that's the vibes that I'm gonna have. I'm definitely gonna try to make time to see that one. I know a lot of the ladies are gonna be tuned into that one too. But I think that's gonna be entertaining. Like you said, it's 90s R&B, an era that it's there, but you just got to look a lot harder for it. It's not in your face like it was at that point. And anybody who was there for that,
I can't wait to hear that.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a dope one.
Just last time I heard Escape saying I ain't really, only one of them still got the vocals. I think it was Candy.
Well, no, Candy can still sing for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think that's the only one who still got it. I'm not trying to hear. I ain't trying to hear Tiny. I ain't trying to hear Tiny sing.
Well, Tiny was the writer, more the writer back then.
Yeah,
she was more
I don't even want to hear her talk, honestly. But it is what it is.
I wonder if she gonna even show up. She battling that thing with Tip, so that's gonna be interesting to see.
She'll be there.
We gonna see.
Now that you mention that, Tip has been a lot more quiet lately.
Well, they just had like 2 more girls come out and accuse them.
Yeah, well, I mean,
that's why I'm like, is she gonna be there? Like, I don't know.
yeah, I think she'll be there.
We gonna see.
Hell, he might be there too.
I doubt that. they've been under a straight rock. I don't know. I doubt that. We gonna see though. I wanted to tap into something that everybody I saw was kind of like tagging me and was like, yo, did you see this? And I was like, bruh, like, I'm happy for the man. But my favorite basketball player of all time,
Oh, who's that?
Dwyane Wade, the second best shooting guard I've ever. He recently made a purchase.
Second behind who? Sorry.
Kobe Bryant. He recently made a purchase of becoming one of the owners of an NBA team.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't the Miami Heat.
Mm-hmm. Why would you?
It was the Utah Jazz.
Makes sense.
And I kept getting tagged about how I felt about it and la. And all I can say is I'm happy that another black athlete is now becoming owner of an organization.
I agree with that.
Michael Jordan doesn't own the Chicago Bulls. So Wade not owning a part of the Miami Heat, he did what he had to do for the franchise. He brought us rings. He brought us notoriety. He sold out the AAA arena every time. He did what he was supposed to do. If the business didn't line up, if the feelings didn't line up, if whatever it was didn't line up to where he could not.
It was definitely the feelings.
And did not own a part of the Miami Heat. Hey, guess what? He is an owner somewhere.
It was definitely the feelings.
Oh, well.
But you know, that's your boy Mickey Harrison, your boy Pat Riley. You know. But anyways, congratulations to Dwyane Wade on becoming part owner of the Utah
Shout
Jazz.
out to my dog, Wade County 3.
Yeah, they're gonna take Wade County to Utah.
No, they're not. It's always gonna be in South Beach.
Take it to the snow-capped mountains of Utah.
It's always gonna be down here where it's supposed to be. And just real quick, I did not want to forget to mention. I know we started off in a dark place, and not to put us back there, but the University of Kentucky /center Terence Clark was also tragically killed in a car accident. I think I read in the reports recently.
It was night before last or something like that.
And he was projected to be a lottery pick, and he had just signed with LeBron James Clutch Sports. The future was bright. And one of the last things that I read was that his mom was by his side when he died. So man, life is short, bro. Just the string of talent in the past 3-4 years that we've lost before they even tapped into what they were supposed to. It's been crazy. And it's just another one that we lost, and just wanted to make sure that we acknowledge that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Car accident,
man. Too much talent lost. But another thing that I wanted to make mention was I am so happy that the New York Knicks are peaking right now, because they are peaking at the right time. And I'm so happy and proud for their fan base, for them to be able to see what we're all going to witness. Because when you peak at the right time, it's a special moment. And the New York Knicks are definitely peaking at the right time. They are peaking at the right time to continue the legacy of choking in the playoffs. And they're winning and they're beating all these teams right now. They're building up this hope, this bravado, this faithfulness of we are the New York Knicks and we're going to do it. And we all know round one, whoever they face, it's going to be a disappointment.
You know what? I'm happy for the Knicks. I'm happy for the Knicks and their fans right now. This is the first time in a long time they've seen this many wins. This is the first time in a long time they've seen an 8-game winning streak. This is the first time in a long time that, they've had that. The Garden ain't been the Garden in like 20 years.
No, that's not true. Because I remember vividly just 8 years ago when Lynn Sanity was running through, Jeremy Lin was running through the Garden. And I remember when he hit that shot against us and the Knicks went nuts like they was about to win the East. And when that playoff series started, my phone went from active to is this thing still on in a matter of a week.
See now that's just you projecting your own trauma on the whole. Everybody knew that Linsanity junk was fraud. We all knew. Of course they use that because that's what they do in New York. They sell things. So they were selling this energy, this excitement behind Jeremy Lin. Anybody with a brain knew that wasn't real. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't. And then Melo spent how long there? And he pretty much told us like, "Oh, I'm just here for the cash." Like, did Melo look like he was trying to win anything when he was there?
Melo was in them streets.
Yeah, Melo was in the streets.
Melo was outside.
New York. Yeah. But like I said, I'm happy for the Knicks where they are right now. But I do agree with what you're saying. Like I feel like they finna fold as soon as the playoffs start. But Julius Randle been doing his thing. That boy, he's playing like a man on a mission.
He been hooping.
Got to get that to him. And Tibbs got them boys playing defense.
Shout out to Julius Randle. Definitely been out here earning that contract. He's due for extension this year, and that boy will be getting paid.
Yeah. The only problem with Tibbs culture or his
he played them boys too much.
Yeah, he runs his players into the ground.
But you see he trying to reverse that narrative. The other day I saw a thing come out where Quickly was like since they've been on this streak that Tibbs has to ban them from the gym because they've been working out too much. Hey. So he trying to reverse that narrative.
Hey, you gotta protect. Sometimes you gotta protect these kids from themselves, dog.
Yeah,
because with that excitement of winning, you want to be okay. We gotta take it to the next level. We gotta take it to the next level. Next thing you know, you got torn ACLs and Achilles all over the place because
you got Derrick Rose, so that's expected.
Well,
speaking of
Derrick Rose is like Tibbs' nephew or something. Like
Tibbs
he just want to take him everywhere. He want to take him everywhere.
He know he can ride him until you fall off, and Derrick Rose is gonna let him. But speaking of protecting, I did want to ask you, who do you think the Celtics coach is going to be next year?
I think the Celtics coach next year is going to be Brad Stevens.
Okay.
Listen. I don't think he should be. I don't think he should be.
Something going on. They not responding. They're not responding the way they're supposed to respond.
I don't think he should be the coach. And if he is the coach, then we've got to put more veterans in the locker room.
Yeah. Because
If he's going to be the coach, if he's not going to be the coach, then we need a coach that's going to demand more.
You say if he's not the what?
If he's not the coach, then we need to replace him with a coach that's going to demand more and be more vocal, because he's too passive.
Nah, but I think the problem is that he grew up kind of with Tatum, and it's kind of hard for him to tell Tatum, "Hey, you need to grow up more." You know what I'm saying? Because I still feel like even though Tatum got the physical talent, I don't think he's mentally able to lead a franchise. I don't think Tatum mentally is there.
My biggest problem with that is that I feel like they're trying to thrust Tatum into that leadership spot when really Jaylen Brown is the leader of that team. They're both very young, but Jaylen Brown is the leader of that team. Jason Tatum is.
Did Jaylen Brown start yet?
Yeah. They both start.
I don't think Jaylen Brown. They have to make Tatum. They have to make Tatum the guy, because Tatum is that Kobe connection.
Yeah, and that's where they're trying to force him to be, but it's gotta happen. Like it's gotta click to him.
Yeah.
Like, you can't push him out there into that.
Yeah.
JB is already there. JB is like, okay, we gotta go put some wins on, get some wins. And then the only real, like you said, all of these dudes grew up with Brad Stevens.
Yeah.
So even Marcus Smart, and he's the like the oldest on the team right now, outside of Tristan Thompson, Tristan Kardashian. I can't stand him. But he should have knocked him out last night. But anyways, yeah, all these guys grew up with Brad Stevens. So it's like you ever had that you ever saw that parent that is the friend of the kids, and then the kids start talking crazy around the parent, and the parent ain't got no control get to a point. Yeah. That's the way the relationship is with Brad Stevens and the Celtics. So either we're gonna need some more veterans in the locker room, or we need to get a new coach. But until then, let's just stay in 5th, 6th place and not fall beneath 7, because we're not trying to do that play-in tournament. We already, JB didn't play last night.
Y'all lost 2 in a row, right? Or
nah,
1 in a row?
1.
Okay.
We just beat the Suns last night. I ain't gonna lie, I thought we was gonna lose to the Suns.
I thought y'all was too.
But Kemba showed up. But the only problem with Kemba showing up is that happens twice a month. Like,
that's because Kemba can't. He always hurt. Like, he can't stay healthy enough to be consistent. Every time I turn around, Kemba toe hurt.
I'm almost certain he's not playing tonight. I forgot who we played tonight, but I'm almost certain he's not gonna be there. Evan Fournier, he played 2 games with us, and he got sick.
Y'all play the Nets. See it, y'all, but y'all might get that because it ain't the Nets. It's Kyrie and them boys.
Yeah.
So,
but
that's another team. With James Harden now injured again, having what they said they called it a setback. Them boys played all of 7 games together. But we already crowning them the Eastern Conference champion and the biggest threat to the Lakers. All right, I don't see it. You got to show me. I don't see them
being a real threat to the Lakers.
I don't see them being a threat in the East. Like, I don't see them coming out of the East. You cannot tell me a team that's only played together 7 games is going to beat Milwaukee. It's going to beat Philly. It's going to beat Miami. Like, it's going to beat Boston. Like, I don't see it. I don't see it.
Philly is candy. I don't believe in them.
I don't either. But I do think that Philly would beat the Nets in a 7-game series.
I like Brooklyn in like 6.
I can't. I don't. I don't like Brooklyn against Milwaukee. No, actually, I can see them beating the Milwaukee, because I think Milwaukee is fool's gold once again.
Yeah, but did you see they donkey stomp Philly?
Yeah, I did see that. but it was no Ben Simmons.
Right. That's another thing. We're missing a lot of bodies on these games. Like,
Yeah, it's
nobody's at full potential.
But I think everybody strategically did that. I think every team strategically built in an injury for their star players.
Yeah.
Because the Lakers just came off a championship. Ain't no way AD was playing 82 games. I don't care. Ain't no way it was going down. That 30 games that he missed was that they talked about that all season. All right, look. 1/3 through the season. Look, y'all gonna start the season, start strong, build a lead, get up there. And we gonna give you a third of the season off.
I heard a commentator say last night that normally the NBA season is 82 games stretched out over like 170 something days. This season is supposed to be 72 games stretched out over 140 something days.
So it's less days,
days, and just 10 less games.
10 less games,
but
yeah.
significally less days.
Right, exactly. Yeah, it probably won't even add up.
I mean, I could understand a whole organization calling a organization meeting. Listen, y'all ain't playing all these games. We pay y'all too much to be going out here blowing my money.
Dog, do you remember what LeBron was saying before the season? Like they was already before the season even started, they was already talking about, yo, we'll see y'all in the playoffs. Like they was already talking like that. They was already talking like, yo, the season's starting too quick. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I fully believe like this is all like I think they was playing. Oh, my thigh got sore. All right, they go 30 games. Oh, my ankle got all right, they go 30 games. Like, dog, come on, man. Like they played 80 last night for the first half of the game. That was his way back.
Bro, did you? It was like, oh yeah, he's on a 15-minute
like,
restriction,
come on, man,
and he's not playing the second half.
And
one thing I will say is that boy he looked gassed.
Well, he not in NBA shape. He's not in NBA shape at all. But you know why?
Like he wasn't.
But that's why they brought him back now, because they already saying LeBron coming back in 2 weeks. So they're gonna put him on these minute restrictions for the next 2 weeks to get him back in shape, so he can be ready for when LeBron come back. Because you know LeBron not taking no days off. LeBron not playing, but LeBron is in that gym. You know what I'm saying? AD 30 games was, hey, this my off season. I'm at the crib.
Yeah. I'm chilling.
Yeah, this is my off season.
I see y'all at the game.
Yeah,
I'm not coming to practice.
Yeah. And so now these 2 weeks is his OTAs. He got to get back in shape. All right, let me get back in games and let me get back in game rhythm. Like, come on, all right. It's strategic, bro. They did this on purpose. Like,
I mean, I gotta agree with that, but I don't know. It's gonna be interesting in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
It's sad that we lost what's his name? Jamal Murray.
Oh man.
For the season.
That was Denver. Can't catch that break. No pun.
Yeah. Cause he definitely put on a show in the bubble last year.
Yeah, he did.
I would pay to see Jamal Murray and Donovan Mitchell go at it again.
Yeah.
That was probably the wildest back and forth. Like, them boys put on a real show. Too bad they were so young that they couldn't immediately get paid off of that. Like, they needed a new contract extension just off of that.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
Did you I saw we're talking about LA. There was a judge in LA that ordered that the city and the county, they must find housing for every homeless person on Skid Row, which is their homeless like section. But the judge ordered that it's the city and the county, they are responsible for finding housing for every homeless person there.
I mean, that's what's up. I don't see anything wrong with that. I know that's probably it shouldn't be difficult, but it shouldn't be that difficult. But for people that you don't think about, I mean, because let's just be clear, like the city, the county, those people don't think about the homeless people
at all.
They drive past the people, don't even throw them a quarter. So is when somebody forces you to pay attention to something that you've never paid attention to, that's the only thing that can make it difficult. I mean, they don't care. They don't care. Like, okay, now we got to see where they're gonna find housing. Where they gonna put them? You're gonna put them all in the same place. You can put them all in a drug infested neighborhood,
Right.
so they can,
do what they do.
do what they do.
Yeah. But hey, man, and that's a big city too. LA, the city, any county, it's a lot of homeless heads that they gotta take care of. I know you on, huh?
They need to do that in Miami too.
Man, well, too much money in tourism that it allows them to. I mean, LA the same way. LA and Miami, too much money in tourism. They can ignore things like that. You know what I'm saying? But I know you don't watch it, but man, season finale of Snowfall, bro. Best show on TV, bro. Best show on TV. You is lacking. You lacking.
Everybody's been telling me that for
You
like 4 years
lacking.
now.
You lacking, bro. Best show on TV, bro. Season finale was wild, bro. Wild. Best show on TV, dog. Like, I'm mad we gotta wait a whole year for season 5. Like, yeah, it's the best show on TV, bro. Snowfall.
I might catch up.
Snowfall ended. Franklin is back being Franklin. Leon done turned soft. I don't know what's up with Jerome. It's season 5 gonna be that one, man. And just as Snowfall is ending, one of my other favorite shows, Godfather Harlem. I don't know. Did you watch that one?
Nope.
This guy.
You asked me this last week.
I think I did. But Godfather Harlem is back. It's already season already premiered. I missed it. I gotta catch it because I didn't want to start it until Snowfall was over, and the season premiere was the Sunday before the season finale of Snowfall. So I got it on demand. I just gotta find a second to watch it. So I'm gonna do that. Another speaking of hip hop moments, did you know that this weekend is the 5-year anniversary of You Gonna Put Some Respect on My Name?
Y'all finished or y'all done?
Is y'all finished or is y'all done? 5-year anniversary of Birdman coming up to Breakfast Club and setting everybody straight. You remember that
Setting everybody
moment?
straight.
What was your favorite part of that legendary interview?
My favorite part was Charlamagne saying, "I'm the radio guy. Don't come up here acting tough with the radio guy. Why you want to be tough with the
Why you
radio
the
guy?"
radio guy like that?
That was my favorite part.
Yeah, it's true though. It's like yo, like you coming up to this radio station like that. My favorite part was what Charlamagne said before that. Right before that was my favorite part. Was when Charlamagne asked him, "Hey, why you ain't pull up on Trick Daddy or Rick Ross like that?"
Yeah.
And then actually that happened right after, because that was when Charlamagne name dropped Trick Daddy and Rick Ross. That's when Birdman turned up and decided it was time to go.
Yeah. I'm pulling up on you.
Yeah.
Oh, fella, man.
Duh. But I fully believe that when Charlamagne mentioned that Ross and Trick, that's what set Birdman off. Because he was already tight and hot, but I feel like he was just recently pressed by somebody, And when he got up there, and Charlemagne might have heard, might have not, but when he took that little subtle jab, like, hey, why you? Because what made him say, why you ain't pull up on Trick and Ross like that? So when he said that, you can see Birdman whole demeanor just go, oh, all right, it's time to go. And them boys jumped up like the Temptations in unison. Birdman said, hey, let's move. And everybody on the count of three was like, whoop.
Let's ride.
Let's get up. And you can see Yee in the corner, like letting them kind of like walk by, and then the last little second, you hear Envy go, bye, nigga.
That was a strange exchange, but
that to me, that was the official, unofficial birth of the viral moment. Because it was a short exchange. It was a real short 30 minute and a half. I'm here. I'm pulling up. Y'all gonna put some respect. Is y'all finished? Is y'all done?
In
Trick
my
Daddy
head,
Rick
I keep
Ross,
thinking about.
I'm out.
In my head, I keep thinking about. Charlemagne said he don't cuss us out.
Soon as they come on, all right, we here. He already done cursed us out.
Yeah, he already done cussed us out. Oh, Charlemagne a fool.
Dog. If you go back and listen to like, I went back the other day, since we already talking about this. I went back the other day and I listened to an old Charlemagne interview when he was interviewing Buffy the Body. Dog, early Charlemagne was a different cat. Like, you almost forget how disrespectful early Charlemagne was. Dog, if you ever get a second, go back and listen to that interview of Buffy the Body. He got dog. I ain't never heard her talk like that. He got under her skin on another level, and she went, and the whole radio station knew it, and it was eating it up. But that early Charlemagne that dude was a whole different character, dog. But yeah, man,
yeah, that's crazy. Yo, did you see that? Young Miami is upset about fans calling her Carisha in public.
Why y'all calling me Carisha?
Why y'all don't call me Young Miami?
Somebody said, "Cause that's your name, duh." No, when I read that, I died.
Oh my god!
Somebody said, "That's your name, duh."
Bro, don't
the
call me
internet's
Carisha.
unforgiving, bro.
Like now, all of a sudden, people gonna stop calling you.
Yeah,
Carisha.
you know, maybe that we definitely gonna call you that.
Yeah.
We definitely gonna call you that. You
And
might as well forget Young Miami.
You might as well tell JT to stop calling you Carisha too, because
Come
she the
on,
reason
man.
why we call you Carisha.
Come on,
Oh man, it's too funny, bro.
come on, man.
Why y'all calling me Carisha?
Speaking of Young Miami, City Girls, QC, and we're gonna transition kind of into new music, new music.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned to me, since we on the mic, I wanted to get your honest opinion.
All right.
You mentioned to me, and I hadn't looked it up yet, so I didn't even know. But you mentioned that on Yachty's new album, that Hit Body is not on there.
Correct. Michigan Boy Boat.
Michigan
that
Boy
just
Boat.
dropped.
You said Hit Body not on there.
Hit Body with Lil Yachty and Kodak is not on the album.
And so you were speculating that maybe it was because Kodak renegade Eminem'd Lil Yachty on his own track. But I feel as though it has something to do with the whole static between Kodak, Southside, City Girls, Uzi, QC.
You could be right. You could be right. But if we about making money, then we about running up streams. And if we want to help this project, let me look at the rest of this.
I don't think Yachty is interested in numbers though, because just by the way that he even puts out music, I don't even think that mattered to him.
Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. We could say it like that. He got Sway Lee, T Grizzly, a bunch of other names that I don't know. Sada Baby.
Yeah. Sada Baby on there?
Huh?
He says Sada Baby's on the album?
Yeah, he on there. But I mean, I guess it's already jam-packed with features. It looks like a compilation. Like this is
that's him. How many songs of Yachty do you know with just Yachty?
I don't even know Yachty.
I mean, it is that point too. But but the album just came out. Another album that just came out that caught my attention was that Moneybagg Yo, A Gangsta's Pain. And once again,
I got started on it.
I might be biased because I think Memphis is, I think it's Miami / Broward, Atlanta, Memphis, the top 3 areas of hip hop right now. I think Memphis is just on the whole wave, so I might be biased, but the album is dope to me. I got through it, didn't even realize it was 22 tracks because it was just that good to me. Got through it. He got some dope features. He got some dope beats. He flipped some dope tracks.
Yeah, I like them beats.
Yeah, them beats is hard.
I think I got to the skit where his kids are on his voicemail.
Yeah.
And that's when I hopped out of the car.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because that free promo with Polo G and Lil Durk is next, and that's a woo. Boy. And then he got that One of Them Nights with Janae Aiko. She in a whole different bag. That's a dope record. Then he got that track with Pharrell. That Certified Neptunes, good man. And I think my favorite track on there is Time Today. I think Time Today is so hard, bro.
yeah.
Time Today is so hard, bro.
I looked at my wrist. I got time today.
It's just so hard, bro. I had to put it on my personal playlist. But yeah, man, I think the whole album is pretty dope. Shout out to Moneybagg Yo, dropping a dope body of work, man. Super dope. The South got hip hop in chokehold, bro. Like,
hey, all right. Before we get into some more new music, one thing that I wanted to know if you saw was, did you see Ball Greasy when he said, if you can make it past Broward, you can get the rest of Florida? Basically talking to like Miami artists.
I didn't see that. When did he say that?
I think it was like yesterday or the day before yesterday.
Really?
A few people shared it. I think I shared it too. Yeah, but he was like, if you can make
on
it past
Instagram
Broward,
or Twitter?
Instagram. Probably is on Twitter too. But it's like, if you can make it past Broward, you can get the rest of Florida. But if Broward don't rock with you, nah, you might as well hang it up.
As a fact. As a fact. It's a fact.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
It go both ways, honestly. I always felt like that though. I always felt like for Broward artists to really pop, you gotta get Miami to rock with you. Miami is a hard place to get to rock with you. So if you can, like for us, we don't have to go nowhere. If we can get Miami to rock with us, you win it. You know what I'm saying? And then Miami being the southern, the further south one, right? Geographically, you have to come up. So if you can make it out of Dade and then navigate through Broward, where Broward got its own flavor, its own wave. So now if you can penetrate that, infiltrate that, and do your own thing and make it, dog, that's it. That's it, bro. Artists here don't have to do nothing else but take care of home. You get that Palm Beach, Broward, Dade trio, man, it's a wrap. That's like back in the day. That's like back in the day when the artists in the Northeast had to get Philly, Connecticut, and New York. Like if you could get them three, you was it, man. If you down here, you get this Tri-County area, it's gonna take you anywhere you want to
go. Yeah. I just thought that was interesting that he said that. But back to the new music. First of all, Love for Sale is finally available. Let me say that again. Love for Sale is finally available. I feel like we've been waiting forever to say that. But yeah, Classic and Nova King, Love for Sale, streaming now. They put a lot of work into it. It's a dope project. It's one of those things that the ladies gonna feel, but there's also a lot of gems in there.
Man, everybody
so
feel it, man.
Yeah, everybody can definitely rock to it.
If you riding with the chick, if you ride solo, it's a different vibe. Got roll.
What's your favorite? What's your favorite track off the project?
Oh man, it depends on my day, bro. Honest with you, I go back and forth. My bias is Soulful because roll on it. Pull Up. I think Pull Up and my favorite are my two favorites. Pull Up, my favorite, and Love Language are probably my top three.
Okay. My favorite is definitely one for me. Like Her. Because that one got that upbeat. And I gotta go Pull Up too.
Yeah.
Because they talking that real like grown man talk on that. You feel me?
Yep.
Like,
Pull Up on Me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like those.
I like Oh Me. Cause that's a
that's one of those that you if you're not paying attention,
you don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, you're gonna think it's just another one of those songs, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta dig into it, then you gotta be like, oh, that's what he's talking about. Like,
yeah, because oh my God.
I don't even want to say it. I want people to just go
stream Love for Sale.
Tap into it, man. Love for Sale.
Go listen to Love for Sale
out right now. Classic Nova Kane. Big body of work, man. Shout out to my dogs.
Yeah. Other than that, what else have I been listening to? Nothing really.
I do know that Coley P dropped a new track.
I'm glad you said that because I knew I was forgetting.
Shout out to Coley P, home team.
Me.
It's me.
Coley P the boss.
Come on, man. Coley.
Hey, when Coley get wrapped up, bro.
Hey, he on his. Hey, listen. Coley is on his. He on his grizzle right now. He actually dropped 2 tracks. He dropped No Love, and he dropped Speak the Truth.
Mm-hmm.
So he hungry right now, man. Shout out to Coley P. Dropping 2 dope tracks, super dope tracks.
What was I talking about? I haven't been listening to nothing. Chameleon dropped the Toxic EP.
Yeah.
And she going in on there, rapping and singing. I like that project.
Yeah.
She even got Briscoe on there. Briscoe
okay, so
snapping. Briscoe dropped the new project also.
Yeah. I think I did see that. Shout out to Briscoe, man. The old block of goon.
Opalaka Goon. You don't know.
Come on, man.
And last but not least for me, anybody who follows me on Instagram knows that I love Dreesy. And he dropped a new single, Irreplaceable, dropped a visual for it. It's dope.
Yeah.
I heard she got like 2K views and the first day.
Yeah.
Woke up the next morning, 3K.
Yeah.
So
special shout out to Dreesy, man. I did peep that today, this morning, she tweeted something about she believes that her city is blackballing her. And we know that she's a Central Florida artist, so that Central Florida area. And I just wanted to make sure that I told her this morning that, hey, just keep grinding, keep doing what you're doing, because people outside these cities paying attention to you. You're on the right path. You got people supporting you. And eventually what's going to happen, just like every other city in Florida, they're going to come back around to you.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I'm
how it
saying?
be.
And that's how it's going to be. So just keep grinding, keep doing what you're doing, dropping this dope visuals, dope body of works. And it's going to turn around for you, man. Shout out to Dreesy doing her thing. So outside of Cody P, I also Kiddo Marv dropped a new track. D-Zod. So he just dropped that this weekend. Waiting for the video for that. But shout out to Kiddo Marv for being consistent. And I know he got a project that's on the way. Also, too, another artist that's gearing up and applying pressure. MFG Gutter, formerly known as Polo Gutter, dropped a new track. Dropped Gutter Love.
Yeah, that thing hard.
Yeah. Yep. Shout out to Polo, to MFG Gutter and the whole Gutter squad. Tapped in with them boys, man. But he dropped a super dope new record. Gutter Love. Go stream that now. Outside of that, I also
No, we got some. My bad to cut you off, but we know we got some new Ridiculous Road coming very soon.
Yep.
Not sure exactly when, but we got that coming soon. Road been on a tear. He seemed like he in his bag now, so I'm ready for it. I'm ready for a new project. I've been seeing little hints that the words nothing was overnight, but we're gonna let that sizzle.
Yep. Also saw that Uncle Steve been on the prowl just these past couple weeks and back in his Pompano Puff Daddy bag. He been in the studio with Ross and Kodak. And just to see him, shout out to Uncle Steve for just putting on for the city and being one of them dope producers. Man, shout out to all the producers, man, especially the ones that I rock with: Uncle Steve, Raj, Twinkie, Jaffe, Islow. It's some definite heat in Broward. And it's just another wave, another opportunity. If you aware and if you know, then you know. If you don't, you don't. You know what I'm saying? And like you mentioned, Ridiculous Row is doing what he's supposed to do, leading the charge. You know what I'm saying? The statesman, the best artist in Broward, doing what he's supposed to do, reminding everybody that he's the best artist in Broward. The Cardio video out now. He got another video coming in a couple weeks. And it's just, I mean, like he posted the other day, bro. He bought a Lambo to J&L Liquor. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't get more legendary than that. So the fact that he moving around doing what he's supposed to do, showing everybody how he's supposed to move, that wave is here. And if you own it, you're going to catch it. If you're not, then just stand back and watch, man. It's all right. You don't have to be a part of everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And also Kodak's camp cutthroat business. Psycho. I see he every day it seems like he working on a new video. He in another video.
Yep.
So they definitely working on that end.
Yeah.
Shout out to Daniel.
Yeah. Shout out to Daniel. Yeah. That's what's up, man. Man. Just trying to make sure that we haven't missed anything since we've been recording, my boy.
Man, that time be flying on.
Hey man, it's always flying when you're having a good time, man. You know how that go?
Hey, where you got that jacket from?
Don't worry about it, player.
I'm just saying because I think I got the same jacket. I don't know if you got it from the same place I got mine from.
But you know what I also wanted to mention was that I saw.
You saw my jacket. That's what made you want to go get one.
Nah, I saw.
Oh, okay.
I saw that there's a movie that just came out of a popular video game that we used to play.
It came out already?
Came out today.
Oh.
And I heard that thing is hard. So I can't wait to tap into that. I can't wait to see that.
You going tonight?
I ain't going.
That's probably why you got your jacket on. You finna go. As soon as we get done here, you going to the movies.
Going. HBO Max, Playboy. I don't go nowhere. You crazy?
Oh, I forgot what time we're living in. Hey, that's how you know I don't really be watching movies like that.
Sleep, going. Ain't gotta go nowhere. We at the house, boy. Make my own popcorn, everything. You know
okay. All right.
Yeah. But shout out to everybody that be tapping in with us, man.
Yeah.
That be liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing everything we got going on, helping us double up. You know how that go, man. Find us on YouTube. Everything's Legit Podcast. Like, subscribe, share. You can find us on SoundCloud. Everything's Legit Podcast. You can find us on Instagram. Everything's Legit Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
You can find me on Instagram at B_realwise, as it says.
And you can find myself on Instagram at _King Pitt. And, just follow me.
Yes, sir, man. Another dope.
I still want to know you got a jacket from, but we're gonna talk about that.
Dope episode of Everything's Legit Podcast. I don't know why this. Another dope episode of Everything's Legit Podcast, man. Legit. Everything. Appreciate you tapping in with me, my boy.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yes,
Every
sir.
time I tune in to Rebels Radio, everything legit. What up, Wise? What up, Pitt? You know it's co-signed by yours truly, Nova King. Glee!
Yeah.
Like what you thought I was just sitting back not rapping, nigga? You think niggas ain't get better? Like what you said? I want me a meal to see just how it feel. Ain't worried about no bills, negotiating deals.
Find me some shit. I'm stunning in this bitch. Everything legit.
I want me a meal to see just how it feel. Ain't worried about no bills, negotiating deals.
Find me some shit. I'm stunning in this bitch. Everything legit.
Hey, I'm about biz. Money where my mouth is. Spliffy where my mouth is. Smelling like ounces, but